After losing my baby, I let my sister and her kids stay with me when her partner cheated on her again, but she left and went back to him after I refused to let her use my late daughter's nursery, and our family says I should have ignored my grief to keep her away from him. Posted by you/throw_away47022723. Throwaway account because a few friends know the username of my main account. This situation deals with infant loss, as you might tell from the title. It's not graphic, but it is mentioned, so those sensitive, please be aware. This story requires some context before I get to the main issue, so I'm sorry for such a long post. My sister, 26F, is my only sibling and is a little over 2 years older than me, 24F. We were close growing up until early teenagehood when she moved in with our maternal grandmother, and I stayed with our mom. Both our parents had drug/alcohol issues, which also resulted in me moving in with the same grandmother a few years later. This will be important to the story later on. Growing up, my sister had different guys over to my grandma's house often. She was always dating someone, and when it didn't work out, she would have a new boyfriend within the next week. There is nothing wrong with this, she wasn't sleeping around or anything like that, she was just very pretty and popular within school, so boys paid her lots of attention: cheerleader, blonde, blue eyes, tall, slim, etc. I was not like her, but to each their own. I was a freshman when she was a senior for timeline reasons. Well, beginning her senior year, she started dating a boy, we will call him Dave, who had graduated a year prior. She was 18, he was 19. Things seemed great at first, they had a great relationship, she was always smiling, and this seemed like a great thing for her. I was extremely happy for her. After she graduated, he popped the question to her in the summer, and they were set to be married in the following spring. However, she found out she was pregnant around Christmas time that year, so wedding plans stopped and never picked up, even all these years later. She had a healthy baby at age 21, right as I was finishing up my senior year of high school. It was a very exciting time for our family, both of our parents were a few years clean each, separated, and we were all very happy. That's when things started to change within my sister and Dave's relationship. A few months after having their son, my sister found out that Dave was talking to a few different girls online. I never had any clarification if they met up in person or if it was just online, but either way, my sister was absolutely devastated. When she told my mother and me about this, we tried to console her and offer as much help as we could. However, I was in a college dorm at the time, and my mother was living back with her mom, our grandmother, taking care of her health, so there was little we could offer her in terms of leaving him. However, she surprised the both of us by staying with Dave. Dave was the only one making an income for their small house, and my sister was a stay-at-home mother, and she liked that arrangement more than working, so she